Hey Dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into RM and a clip that came out recently where people were freaking out. And there's a lot of commotion online and I have a lot to say. People think that this ties into the enlistment and this was RM's way of addressing everything. I also want to get into a statement that was released on video and posted online, and it was quite shocking to a lot of people, and I wanted to give my thoughts on that. So grab your Dumpling and Tea Spilling Mug merch and let's jump into the tea. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified and some new video drops. And if you're a hater, to be first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell also, and you'll be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I wanted to talk about was this clip that came out. I believe I could be wrong, but BTS puts out Run BTS behind the scenes footage. So this is just footage that didn't make the official episode because it was too slow or it just wasn't relevant to that episode. So it could be weird jokes that they're making to each other that won't make sense to us, although in a lot of these episodes they do keep those jokes in anyway. But the difference is a lot of those inside jokes that they keep in the official episode are jokes that the editor or the caption people can explain within one sentence, so we'd know what's going on. I do react to some Run BTS on my Patreon, so if you're interested in watching it with me, go check that out, link down below. But other things such as conversation or whatever, they'll cut out, which of course means they have a lot of excess footage that they can even make into another full episode. And this is where BTS Plus or behind the scenes of Run BTS videos are made. In this one clip that the internet or the tweetster really went crazy about was one where BTS was talking about Run BTS and what they wanted to do. They talked about bungee jumping again, which Jungkook is happy about because he loves those sort of things. Suga is more laid back and he is afraid of heights, like me too. Compatible, see? Okay, I'll stop. But he preferred something a little more quiet and wanted something like episode 1 with a white backdrop. The next sentence that came out of RM's mouth was the most shocking to people. Now this clip was definitely from a much more recent clip. As you can see from Suga's pink hair, I would assume this is around July or August. And so this isn't like a really old clip of them making comments that may or may not still apply. But RM started saying ages, saying RM 30 and Jungkook 27, and this is about a 3-year difference from now to those ages. But with Korean years, it would actually just be a 2-year age difference. But 2 years and Run BTS were trending, and people really think these are the years that they will make their comeback. Run BTS has announced their break a little while ago and said that they will be taking a break. I thought it was weird that they announced this because BTS usually takes a break from Run BTS when they do their comebacks, as when they're touring and all, they don't focus on the show. I was for sure confused why they felt they needed to make a statement on the break. People theorized that it might be because the break is going to be much longer than the previous quote-unquote breaks they took from the show, and now people believe in this 2-year thing and think that this is what is going to happen to Run BTS. I was reading theories online saying that people believe the 2-year gap is going to be alongside with BTS enlisting, and if they're taking a just 2-year gap, that means that the boys will be enlisting in the military all together and all at once, which would be exciting, and enlisting is a good thing. I want to remind everyone. They're all excited to do it, they're just not excited to leave their career for this long. But us armies will wait there to support when they come out. But I do think these theories are a bit of a stretch. First off, RM could have just thrown out random numbers. Perhaps 30 years old is something that is on his mind a lot lately, like people tend to be when they hit 30. 30 is still very young, so don't be upset over that. But maybe he was feeling cautious of that, which is why he spilled that age. Or perhaps he just wanted a round number for himself and then said that. It could just be an arbitrary number, and they didn't specify exactly why he picked that number. I don't think BTS has ever taken 2 years off of anything, nonetheless a show that makes them a lot of money and that us armies love. And the other theory of the military is something I am not sure about either. The enlistment is 2 years, by the way, for a lot of people and idols. So it does sound like this is a possibility, but if they were already all sure about the enlistment and all that, I think they would have made the announcement already. This stuff is also public, I believe, like if they submitted their application already. I'm sure someone would have said something by now, and it would be strange for them to announce a break without them already putting in their application for the military, right? I don't know actually. And as I said, the 2-year number is arbitrary anyway. We don't even know if that's true or if that's just the number RM blurted out. We don't know exactly why they're taking a break, and we can't say for sure if it's an enlistment thing, if it's maybe a budget thing, or if it's even just one member going to the military and then BTS not wanting to do Run BTS without all 7 of them. I do think time is creeping closer, and it's something that a lot of us are thinking about and in the back of our heads right now. Please keep it in your mind that this is a good thing, and they get to do something of highest honor, which is serving their country. And they can serve their country in 2 ways, which is the military and in the the economy with their amazing musical careers. Also think about how buff and strong they'll be coming back. And also, not that going to the military is ever easy, but I actually think it will be easier than what they're doing now. Chances are they will get some sleep, probably more sleep than what they do on tour, so it'll be easy for them. They get to be normal for a little bit, have conversations with other soldiers, and kind of have a different place in life for a couple of years. It's exciting to think about. K-pop is something a lot of people are going to have opinions about, as there's a lot of stuff to talk about. There is this huge debate as to whether the military is an ethical practice for K-pop idols, but I think it's part of the culture, whether we think it's outdated or not. It's something they grow up knowing and the men prepare themselves for. Other outdated thoughts are this idea that idols can't get plastic surgery or that they are less than if they do. Also assuming that all idols who look slightly different get plastic surgery, which is just not true. There is a very popular plastic surgeon on TikTok. I think his name is Dr. Lee. The reason I say his name is because he is very popular and it's not like he's a mystery or I'm outing him. However, please don't send hate. He is just doing his job and this is only his opinion. His opinion is not fact and it's just an opinion. However, I do want to get into that opinion and give mine. In a video, I guess it was requested for him to talk about Rosé from Blackpink. He took side-by-side photo of Rosé before debut and first talked about Rosé's eyes. He said that you can see Rosé's eyes are much bigger and she got double eyelid surgery, as well as she had the corners cut to show more of the white part of her eyes and make it look bigger. He also mentioned that she might have had an implant on her nose to make it higher and pointier. And then he posted a side-by-side of Rosé's profile to see that they look different. First off, eyelid surgery is seen to be so common in Korea that it's considered like a visit to the dentist. However, I don't know if she necessarily got that surgery. My eyes appear much bigger now than they did when I was younger, and that is just natural growing up. I was very less expressive when I was younger, and thus I probably walked around with my eyes half shut all the time. But there's also non-surgical ways to make your eyes bigger. Makeup, of course, and also eyelid tape. To make eyelids go back and make your eyes bigger, again, this is a common practice among Koreans and Chinese people, to make the eyes bigger. And you only have to do it a few times before it sticks like that and you don't need the tape anymore. Other things like filler and those sort of things, it's possible she could have those things, but that's not surgery. Like if anyone gets Botox or filler, it's not surgery. You're simply not going under the knife. Not 100% saying she got those things, but just wouldn't consider it surgery. YG also has a huge thing with surgery. They simply wouldn't allow it. And another argument to the eye thing is it's just the photo that was taken. You don't know if these things are edited. This is a paparazzi photo, likely unedited, of Rosé, and her eyes look the same as pre-debut. She looks the same. And that is another thing. Photos are edited and videos can be edited nowadays too. I don't know if you can go by those photos and videos. Now, I don't want this to make it appear like if Rosé got surgery, I would not stan her or anything like that. I simply don't care if she did or not. I just always like to put the other side of things on the internet too. My goal has always been to take all of the information in at once, and then you can make your decision as to whether or not you believe something is true or not. Not jump to conclusions or blindly believe someone because they're a professional. Even professionals get things wrong. I think as you grow up and you start working in any industry, you will very, very soon realize that no one knows what they're talking about. And most people are just knowing exactly what they need to know to not get fired. That is corporate America. Nothing wrong with that, but just saying this is why you can't simply take anyone's opinion, not even mine, as gospel. They're just opinions, and in my case, it's another perspective. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check that out. I have live videos over there that I can't really post on here. This did a copyright or getting taken down, so I have to keep it over there on my Patreon. You can have videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you like to see over there. Currently, we do have over 400 videos that are already up on there that you can have access to the moment you sign up. So if you're interested in that as well as interacting and all that stuff, make sure you go over there and check it out. Link is in the top of the description down below. There is a video over there that kind of goes over how you can support this channel even more if you would like to do that. So make sure you go over there and check that out too. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those. See you over there. Bye.